right. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Crown Shots here. And I'm gonna be giving you guys an updated freaking DaVinci Resolve settings video. So if you guys are interested in this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and help out the channel. That would help a lot. Thank you guys so much, and let's get into it. Alright, part one. I found like the best freaking rendering settings, okay? And maybe this won't be the best for you, but I'm going to basically link or like list my PC specs down in the description below, which they are a little bit overkill and a little bit more expensive than what other people have usually, okay? So I just want to say, if you guys want to check out that, I'll have links down below with my PC specs and then affiliate links from Amazon down there too. So that way you guys can check them out, and maybe, you know, if you guys are wanting to build the same PC, which it is roughly around 2,500 or something like that to build my PC. But yeah, I built my PC, etc. So just know that it's going to be a good PC, okay? But I'll have those linked down below and listed down below, okay? But yeah, let's get into it, okay? Okay, we're going to go into the files section. We're going to go to project settings. Hold on. Let me pull that up. Am I even able to do that? What the hell? Hold on. That I had to set up. I had to switch my recording to the NVIDIA GeForce thing. So yeah. Anyways, guys, here's the best possible render settings and the best possible settings in general for your projects and YouTube videos specifically. If you are planning on making YouTube videos, highly recommend doing these settings, okay? It will save you so much time in rendering simple videos like commentaries, montages, or anything like that. But yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so basically, I found this really good resolution in DaVinci Resolve. Like, you know, first time ever freaking rendering a video, I found it. So basically, instead of doing 2560 by 1440p for 2K res, just do this one right here under, you know, that one. And it says 16 by 9, and then it says 2K. You know, it's basically 1080p on YouTube, but it tricks the YouTube system and it puts it as freaking the VPO 9. So that's always good. So your video's at full quality, right? But yeah, basically, it's going to the next parts right here. Basically, there's these other settings too that I found that are really good. Basically, these right here, the optimized media and render cache, set that to original. Set this to H.265 original. Uncompressed 16-bit float HDR. That will make your freaking previews and everything solid. And then down here on frame interpolation, do optical flow, enhanced better. You could use AI speed warp better, but it doesn't matter. You just need it as better. And then set that to large for motion range. It'll make your videos very smooth. We're going to go down here to image scaling. You're going to want to set this to custom and then Lenkos. That will make it so any video that you put in here, it will basically make it so when you upscale it, so if you try to upscale the video to, or like downscale the video to the resolution you need this to be at, it will make it so it renders faster because it's using Lenkos, which will make it, and it will render faster at the highest quality too. Because Lenkos freaking makes it possible to render things, or no, preview things at different sizes at the perfect quality because it has less blurring, etc., and pixelation. All right, next settings is color management. You don't need to mess with color science or anything or color space unless you really want to. I usually set this, and I learned this from another YouTuber. If I find him, I'll link him down below too to give him credit. But you could always set this to Rec 709A. 709A is basically a better form of Rec 709. And then I always turn on Dolby Vision and HDR10+, HDR Vivid in case you ever want to render in HDR, right? And make your videos HDR, which some people may not, some people may. All right, next one is camera RAWs, okay? This basically will depend on your camera but it doesn't always matter if you're not using a camera. You know, if you're just recording gameplay or whatever, then just use this. Set this to decoding quality on full res. Decoding process, just leave that. And I usually set this to Blackmagic RAW, and then I set that to, you know, just leave that, and it's usually good, right? And the next one is video capture and playback. I set this to NTSC because of the fact that NTSC is what Adobe Premiere Pro, what I used to use on Adobe Premiere Pro, and my videos come out stunning now, like they're on, like, you know, basically they're on DaVinci, but they look like they're on Premiere Pro, okay? And it's really, really good, really, really helpful too. And it renders fast too, because it's, I mean, it depends on your region too. PAL is for European viewing, and then NTSC is for US viewing, like the viewing standards for quality. So basically that's that. And then right here, you're going to want to set video format under capture. You're going to want to set it to QuickTime. And there is a way to set ProRes on a non-Apple computer, but I'm not going to show you guys today that on this video. But I basically set this to uncompressed RGB 10-bit for the codec, because it just makes the video quality and everything look so much better, right? But yeah, then you just leave all this. You don't need to worry about all this. And boom, save. All right. And then we're going to go into the next part, okay? All right, next part of this is going to be where you're going to go into... hold on. Preferences. You're going to want to go to DaVinci Resolve up here at the top. And you're going to want to go to Preferences. You're going to want to go to memory and GPU. And if you have double GPUs, which if you see right here, I have the RTX 3060 and the RTX 4060. If you guys want to see a video on that, on how on videos on PC stuff and like tech stuff, then honestly check out my tech channel, which I'll link down below too, because I have another channel where I do tech, okay? But basically, I have 2 GPUs, so it makes rendering so much faster. That's where these settings may be a little bit different for you, you know, depending on times of rendering and stuff, and like how fast your GPU is, right? But I recommend getting more than 1 GPU if you're going to be doing video editing, okay? But yeah, basically what you're going to want to do is max out the memory that DaVinci Resolve uses and caches on, okay? And it will make your rendering so much faster. You're going to want to go over here to User, Resize Image Viewer to square pixels. Stop renders when a frame or clip cannot be processed. That basically it shuts it off if it can't render a good pixel. 2D timeline, which that makes it so it makes your timeline faster on PC, not Apple. Use optimized UI layouts for vertical video. Yep, blah, blah, blah. You need all that. What else do I use? Hold on. Oh, right here. So you go to decode options, and I kind of messed with this a while, and it really has made it better for me that I messed with these. But yeah, basically what you're going to want to do is use GPU Blackmagic RAW decode. Decoding settings wise, use H.264, H.265 using hardware acceleration. So that's where your double GPUs are going to come in handy too, because it's going to hardware acceleration the fuck out of your video, and it's going to make it render so much faster. Use Easy DCP decoder, automatically refresh growing files in media pool. So basically what it does is, I think from what I understand, the automatically refresh growing files will mean that it refreshes the caches and like the storage that it's using every time you open up DaVinci Resolve or every time you edit something, you know, and that's always good. Do decompression and debayer for using GPU for red. Even though you don't use red, it's good for any type of video, honestly, okay? But yeah, basically that's it for that. And then I'm going to show you guys real quick how to increase your video quality. Some stuff I found out recently, okay? Let me get a video clip right here. Hold on. Let's get an Apex Legends win video. Okay, so I failed at this for a long time, right? So I wanted to show people this for a long time, ever since I found it out, right? But before before you render any video or cut up any clip, go over here to color. Go over here to this button right here, the circle with an eye in the middle. Make the mid detail max, and dude, it makes the quality of your videos so much better. And even better yet, increase the saturation to 1.80 something, and boom, your video's looking snazzy. It looks kind of pixelated right now, but once you render it at the correct render settings that I'm going to show you, it will come out super good. But yeah, basically what else you could do is you go over here to AI Magic Mask 2, and I always switch this to better. Switch Smart Refine to 100. Not that. Literation or iterations, set that to max. And you have denoise right here, which denoise will help your videos out so much. But yeah, setting, hold on, I messed this up. Setting denoise to max, and I think if you set radius to 5, it will be good. Do also clear black, clean white, post filter, and that should be good for the video. And then also, hold on, let me find it. Oh, where's HDR? Not there. Okay. So if you go over here to HDR, Dolby Vision, you should set this to full nits, 1000 nit BT 2020 ST 2084 full home. That will basically make your videos amazing. And I haven't really messed with this. I've only started messing with this recently. But this will make your videos actually 4K or actually HDR. But then you have to, like, you know, select it. You have to push select and it will render it. But we don't want to do that right now, right? Oh, hold on. I thought it wasn't recording. But then you go over here to, you can't use HDR 10-bit or HDR 10 plus. I haven't figured that out yet. And you go over here to HDR Vivid. You're going to want to set this to HDR BT 2020 Gamma Pro Quality 1000 nit or 4000, whoever you want to do, right? And once you like push select for the analyze selected, it will analyze it and render it to HDR. And then, yeah, that's always good. Right here for motion effects, I usually mess with motion. What's it called? Motion blur a little bit, right? And what I do is do AI Ultra NR and then analyze. I do better, not faster, so it makes it more smooth. And then I mess with the motion blur a little bit, and it makes the videos look so much better too. But yeah, anyways, guys, we're gonna go into the next part of this, okay? But yeah, hold on. All right, next part of this video is I'm going to show you guys the best render settings to render videos fast, okay, in DaVinci Resolve. So what you're going to want to do is set format to QuickTime, set codec to H.265. The reason I don't use AVI or H.264 or MP4 or anything like that is because of the fact that QuickTime is a MOV file, and MOV files are smaller but high quality nowadays, okay? And with all the AI, like, you know, effects we just did, it will do really good and it will look really good usually, okay? But yeah, basically H.265, I've messed with a lot of these settings and some of them don't work for YouTube that well, so just don't do them. It's worth it just to stick to H.265. You set this to NVIDIA if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, and it would help the rendering. You go down here, you turn on network optimization. I always set these off most of the time because I don't use them really. You go down here to timeline resolution. You leave that alone at the what's it called? The timeline resolution that you set. So like the 2K thing, you know. You don't want to change the resolution if it's higher than what your timeline resolution is, because then it's going to try to upscale the video. And that's what I failed at for a long time too, is I was rendering videos at higher resolutions than the timeline resolution, and it just fucked everything up. It made it so much slower. But yeah, what I do right here is I go down here to 10 main 444 10, which is 10-bit. and then I do constant bitrate. I turn off split. I've noticed that helps if you set it to auto. I have mine set to preset on faster. And then I set it to ultra quality, which will make the file size a little bit bigger and a little bit more high quality. You do 2 pass on full for gaming videos, like shooting videos and stuff. Set this data levels to full. Retains sub, black, and super white data. You don't mess with color space, etc., because your timeline settings will do it for you. You go down here, set it to 10 or HDR 10 plus. If you have captions, I'll show you guys how to do that right now in a sec. But yeah, basically that's all you need for right there. You go over here to audio, and if you bought DaVinci Resolve recently, which I highly recommend you do buy DaVinci Resolve, I'll set a link down below for that. I am not sponsored by it, but I just highly recommend it. It's really good to buy it. It's like $200, one-time payment, boom. Then you'll have an amazing software forever. But yeah, basically what you can do then is you can do 32-bit float, and I usually set my audio sample rate to 48,000, which is always amazing. It sounds amazing. It sounds perfect for almost every headphones, and boom. You go down here to audio normalization, and you do YouTube, so it normalizes the audio. I don't mess with normalize to standard or optimize to standard. I just leave it default. And then usually, there we go. There is the freaking best settings, okay? Oh, also you can turn off bypass re-encoding and all the other stuff right here. It doesn't help anything. So yeah, there we go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.